How do you like this? I think I found the perfect way to travel with your keyboard and make your iPad a little bit more productive. I think this is the perfect way to travel and be productive. Do you think so also? Watch this video and find out. Hey, how's it going there, YouTube? This is your host, VLD, coming back with another video. And today I'm making a couple videos about your iPad mini and to get the most bang for your buck for it. And if you're like me, you're on the road a lot, you don't want a 10, 12, 13-inch tablet with you all the time, and sometimes you want something a little bit smaller, but can this tablet be as productive as the bigger ones? Let's find out and see if it can or it cannot. And this is the original keyboard I had with my last keyboard case, and as you can see, I mean, it's not the worst keyboard, but the buttons are very, very tiny and they're a little bit mushy, and it's hard to actually do typing on it with such a small and tiny keyboard. And the keys themselves are not super great. And with that, I have my Logitech keyboard, a full-size keyboard, just as a comparison to see how they compare to each other. And as you can currently see, it is a little bit smaller than the full-size one, and compared to the keys, they're about twice the size with Logitech, and I'm not really a big fan of that. And so I have for you today, I have the iClever BK03, the slim and reliable keyboard partner typing pal. And on the back side, you have your typical Chinese and English information, nothing on the bottom, but on the front, you have the simple picture of the product itself. And let's break it open and see what's inside. And let's see if this product itself is better than my old keyboard case or if it's far worse. And when you open and get inside the box itself, you have the warranty card itself and the keyboard also. And it's about a 6-page panel with the keyboard itself. It just gives you your typical keyboard shortcuts themselves and how to work it. And on the other side, you have just your typical shortcuts, how you can do different functions with it for different operating systems and how to operate it itself. I can go back to that a little bit later. And inside, you also are given a little soft fabric case to keep your keyboard in, which personally I'll never use. But the only bad thing about this, it's micro USB, which is kind of disgusting, but it is what it is, so you can't really complain. I'm not a huge fan, but listen to that snap on the left side and then on the right side. Just trust me, isn't that so satisfying? I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of this product. I've had it for a couple of days now. There's a couple different versions of this. I got this one because it's a full-size keyboard and it's a little bit smaller. And this is a comparison between the keys with the small keyboard and the big one also of the iPad keyboard case and the iClever one also, as you can see. But dude, that sound is so satisfying. When you open it up, you have a couple different indicator lights. Green means it's good to go. It's connected and synced. And when you plug it in via micro USB, you have a red charging light indicating that it is charging. And it takes about 2 to 3 hours for a full charge. And on a full charge, you are given about 3 to 4 months of a full charge with it. So even though it's micro USB, so you get about a 3 to 4 month charge on it off a single charge. It only takes a couple hours for it to have a full charge, so theoretically you only have to charge it a couple times a year. But the only downside is I hate having an extra wire, and not much of my stuff nowadays is micro USB, and that's the only downside. But besides that, this is a very, very, very nice portable folding keyboard. As shown, it can basically fill all your needs, so I travel a lot, so this is a perfect fit for it. And as it being a full-size keyboard, there are no compromises. Also, it's ultra portable because how it folds and snaps into place. You basically get the best of both worlds. As being a Bluetooth keyboard, it'll connect to anything via Bluetooth, so you can also use your phone or tablet or computer or anything else. You can sync up to 3 different devices at once. And it also has function short keys, so you can do multiple things. You can turn on the brightness and turn it up. You can open up Spotlight search. You can pause, play, fast forward, or rewind your music. You can also turn down the volume, turn it up. You can take a screenshot, and you can also take it home also, or lock the device itself. And then this is also a comparison between a mouse and just how small this keyboard is, and how easy it is to put it in your pocket or your bag and take off and go. And this is also a comparison between the thickness of it also, between my iPad. When it's folded, it's about 2 iPads thick, but as soon as you open it up, it's roughly about the same thickness of an iPad itself, so it's very, very thin, and you can't really beat that. I'm a huge fan of this product. I've had this for a few weeks now. I highly recommend it. I don't ever recommend buying any iPad mini cases because all the ones now are relatively junk and they're not that great. Like the one I was showing you in my last video is a perfect example of the current products out there, so I do not recommend buying that. And if you do want a keyboard, I recommend buying a folding one if you want that's portable, and that will give you a full keyboard also at the same time. So I recommend this one over anything else, and there's no compromises with it, and it's the same price. I bought them both for about $35 off Amazon. So signing out, I'm your host. Subscribe and smash that bell. Thank you.